Hello guys and welcome to another video here on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Tasmania getting an AFL team. Finally, they say it's long overdue. People say they will become the 19th AFL team from season 2028 onwards. Going to go through all the details. They're going to be in the state league, so possibly in the VFL from 2025 onwards. And the women's team is to be determined. But yes, that is the big news of the day, that Tasmania have been named the 19th AFL team in the AFL competition. Gillon McLaughlin and the Tasmanian government and the federal government made the announcement yesterday in Tasmania at one of the ovals that it's all official. And now, what's my thoughts on it? Well, I've kind of always said I don't want an uneven number of teams in the competition. So 19 is an uneven number. Therefore, I don't like it. Tasmania alone is not because it's Tasmania. I just didn't want an uneven number. So now that we know the date of when Tasmania got their team in 2028, I hope there's a 20th team by 2028. I don't want buys every single round, not because of the Supercoach reasons, albeit that will stuff that up too, but I don't want it to stuff up our competition. I don't want an uneven number. I just don't want it. But as I said, they got the 19th team from season 2028 onwards. And they got their wish finally, as you can see there, named the 19th AFL team. Now, I want to go through this article and my opinion on how the draft and the trade period should work for Tasmania when they enter the competition and the season before when they draft players. The Gold Coast and GWS situations wasn't handled the best by the AFL in terms of giving them draft picks and play some of their clubs and stuff like that. Here's what I would do before I read you what the article is suggesting. What I would do is have a plan out where in the draft of the first year in, you would give them pick 1, 2, and 3. Then you would start the draft order for the other 18 clubs from bottom to top. Or you could do this. Give Tassie picks 1, 2, and 3. Then the team that finished on the bottom of the ladder of the previous season gets pick 4. And you keep going till it gets to the team that finished 9th. They get whatever pick that would be, pick 12 or 13, whatever that is. And then you give Tasmania another bunch of picks. So they get 1, 2, and 3. Then after the 9th place side has got their first selection, the teams that made the finals do not get a selection until about pick 25. Then you let Tassie have those picks as well. So Tassie would get basically picks 1, 2, 3, and then like 13 to 20. And then some of those picks they will have to trade, but not just give it away like Gold Coast did, where they gave pick 7 to Geelong and Jack Bowes for pick 7. And just free up money. Like things like that can't be allowed. That was ridiculous. They should get picks 1, 2, and 3. Then after the 9th place team's got their first selection in that order, from pick 13 onwards, whatever it'd be, you let Tassie get another 7 draft picks. And then you start to make it later picks. You don't have to spread it over 3 years. You could do it just like that, where you're not disadvantaging the team of the previous year that finished last. Now, granted, they wouldn't get pick 1, 2, or 3. Pick 4 is still good enough. And then the team that finished last gets pick 4, or you can even just make it the top 2. Or you can even split it up that way, where Tassie get pick 1 and 3, and the team that finished last gets pick 2. Then you go from then onwards for pick 4, etc. For the teams that didn't make finals, but for the teams that made finals, that's when Tassie's new lots of picks continue before a team that made finals gets a pick. I'm not saying unfair for the teams that finished 8th first, but bad luck. Tassie need to get picks in somehow, and this could be a way they do so. What do you guys think? Do you like my suggestion as well? Comment down below, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Now I'm going to read to you what the article, a mixed articles on Fox Footy's page today regarding the AFL, the Herald Sun, and the Age. Just bear with me. Yeah. Okay. I've got to get the article up. So just bear with me for a second. I did have it up, but I don't know. It was the Herald Sun and the Age were talking about two different things. Okay. All right. Got it here. All right. Okay. Here is what the article said. So Tasmania's AFL team will be reportedly built via priority picks in 3 drafts. That's what's going around right now, over 3 drafts. I said what I want, but this is what the article is now saying. Tasmania's AFL team will reportedly be built via priority picks in 3 drafts. The Age reports the pending club will, under draft plans, receive fewer priority picks than fellow expansion sides Gold Coast and GWS. Fair enough. In addition, the league wants the side to be competitive in its opening year, so a heavier focus on experienced players is also expected. The AFL's draft plan, the report says, would see 4 or 5 first-round draft picks given to Tassie in the 2027, 2028, and 2029 national drafts. Of those picks, the club would be required to trade to each draft to bring in experienced players. Should one or both of those picks not be traded, it will roll into the following season as an additional selection. The Herald Sun, meanwhile, said the new club would likely be granted $1 million outside the salary cap as a means to providing signing on bonuses to big name players. There would also be a Tasmanian father-son clause. The report claims it is not yet known whether the Tasmanian side will be granted ongoing cap concessions in a bid to combat the go-home factor that has plagued the competition in recent seasons. So that's what the report says. I said what I said. They should just do it in the 1 year. They get picks 1, 2, and 3. Then team finishing last gets pick 4. Then you go all the way to pick 9, which I think off the top of my head would be around pick 13. Then Tasmania get a bulk of picks from picks 13 to 20. Then a bunch of later picks. And that's when the clubs that made finals get involved. Leave a like on this video. I want to aim for 20 likes for this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Hope you enjoyed this video. Until the next video, guys, take care. And Tassie has finally got their 19th AFL team.